Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree. And, okay. I will be doing your reading, money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of September 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my white tarot deck. For clarifiers, I will be using my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot deck. And then, Capricorn, I will close out your reading with a magical message from the Fairies Oracle card. So let's go ahead and get right into it. You saw this card was kind of scooting its way out, so I definitely pulled it through. So what do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of September, 2020. Capricorn, I have to tell you, once we move into September, the worst is over, okay? Yeah, I'm feeling some heavy energy here. And I can tell by the looks of these cards here, probably maybe the end of August has been really rough for you. Now we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords, Tower reverse, Five of Wands, Five of Cups, and then the Two of Swords. These are very heavy cards energetically, okay? But I have to tell you, Capricorn, the worst is over. You're moving into the rebuild, growth, reevaluating stage. Now, it looks like here you got some news or information as it relates to your money, okay? This is something where it's something that you probably didn't expect, or maybe it was a surprise, or maybe things just didn't turn out as you expected them to, especially as it relates to something financial. Could be work, could be business related, could be the economy, whatever the case is. Something happened that you just were not expecting. As we move into September, you're still kind of dealing with that. You're still processing that. You're having to make some tough decisions. It looks like there were some things here that maybe could even cause you to feel some deep levels of sorrow, maybe even regret, maybe even anxiety. There were some tough conversations you're going to have, or you did have. The Tower card in the reverse, again, this is the worst is over. We are rebuilding. We are clearing the path for something new, something better, something stronger. However, it was painful. It was painful going through whatever it was to get to this point. Now, the other thing, Capricorn, is I do want to let you know that even though I'm feeling this heavy energy for you in the first week of September, I'm feeling like you're going to be in a position to make some tough decisions, but once you make those decisions, it's definitely going to kind of clear the path, because that's the message I'm getting here, is the path is going to be cleared. Once you go through the emotional stuff, once you have the difficult conversations, once you kind of process all of the emotions, you're going to be able to kind of really function in a different way, because you're not being weighted down by some of this stuff. This is some heavy energy that you're dealing with as we move into the first week of September. So let's go ahead and see what we need to know and what we need to pay attention to as we kind of start moving through the new month. I knew it. I knew something was going to turn around for you. All right, so let's see. Okay. Yep. What else do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Yes. For the month of September 2020, I could feel this coming. I totally could feel this coming. Capricorn, the first week of September is going to be rough. It's going to be a very heavy week for you. You're dealing with a lot. You're processing a lot. You're feeling a lot. But I have to tell you, that's all part of the process. Nobody escapes this. We all go through this at some point in our lives. Everybody goes through this, okay? Now, the good thing is, check it out. It's definitely a transforming, new foundation, new enterprise, new growth, letting go of the stress, the depression, the despair, whatever it was, it's going away. This is transformation. All right. Once we hit that second week of September, Capricorn, it's going to feel like literally the veil has been lifted. It's going to feel like you're stepping out into a brand new day. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Things really start feeling better and really start feeling holistically healing. All right, so let's talk about that. Ace of Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles talks about a new opportunity as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, abundance, work, business, enterprise, whatever. You definitely have a new opportunity coming your way, and it's going to be very, very successful. We have the Death card in the reverse. This talks about life transforming change happening very, very slowly. The Death card in the reverse also talks about sometimes the momentum gets slowed down or literally stops for no reason that we can figure out. Whatever the case may be, you went through some life transforming changes, and maybe things are starting to kind of come together in a way where things happen a lot slower, or maybe in a different way than what you had anticipated. But whatever the case may be, this is giving you time to process, it's giving you time to make decisions, and it's giving you time to think. The Four of Wands, this is the marriage card. This is also the card of stability, foundation, grounding. Things were very shifty up here. Things were very unstable. But check it out. As we move into that second week of September, things just come together in a much more solid and beautiful way. This is also a card of celebration. And I could say it's celebratory. It could even be a marriage or a coming together of something, because we have the Ace of Cups here. This is the card of emotional fulfillment. This is also the card of new beginnings, a new relationship, love, happiness, joy overflowing, coming together for you in the most harmonious and very significant way. We also have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which means, again, the days of worry, strife, depression, anxiety are over. Now, what does this all say? This all says that your mental health is going to be crucial as it relates to your money health and your wealth in the month of September. You're going to be going through some things where I think it could cause a little bit of you feeling stifled, and maybe you feeling a little I want to say sensitive is the word. And we all know that when our emotions are over the place, it's really hard to be focused on making money. It's hard to be focused on making financial decisions, not only for ourselves, but for our loved ones, and also in our work. But once you hit that second week of September, it's like things just start blossoming. Things just start changing. It's like literally things just start coming together for you in a very positive, joyous, even sophisticated, beautiful way. So Capricorn, I just want you to get ready for that, because, you're going to feel like things are really challenging, but just give it time. Give it time to sort itself out, because it definitely will. And you're definitely going to be feeling much better financially as well as emotionally. All right, but let's see what else shows up for you, Capricorn. Okay, so what do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn? Yep. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. Wow. For the month of September 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Capricorn? All right, Capricorn. Things are going to continue to get better. That's all I have to say. Really, that's all I have to say. You have one of the most positive cards in the deck showing up for you once we hit the second half of September. But you also have that Tower card again. Remember, we saw the Tower card in reverse here. We see the Tower card in reverse here. That's very, very good. You know, don't worry. That's a very good card. But let's talk about the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords, both in the reverse. Now, Three of Swords is a card about heartbreak, but again, it's in the reverse. That means you're going through it, you went through it, you are in the healing and releasing stage of that emotional bondage, you know, that heartbreak, that disappointment. You're healing from that. You're growing, you've learned the lesson, you're processing the emotions, and you're releasing them. This is very good. We also have the Page of Swords here. Now, the Page of Swords is a message about something being removed, something being taken away, something being stopped, right? When he shows up in the reverse, maybe that decision is being placed on hold. Maybe that decision is being reversed, literally. You know, maybe you got news that, okay, maybe your position was going to be eliminated at work, but now they've reconsidered and they say, you know what, we're not going to lay you off. We're not going to eliminate this. We're not going to stop doing that. We still need you. Now, the Tower card, again, this card in the reverse is very, very good. I know a lot of people like to argue with me on that, but no, the Tower card in the reverse means the worst is over. It's all about clearing the path. It's all about healing. It's about growth and rebuilding, okay? You have that very strongly this month, Capricorn. You have that energy of, you know, just kind of really taking something that could have been hugely destructive, and somehow it's benefiting you in more ways than one. You know how when horrible things happen, but then people come together for whatever that situation was. You know, the community comes together. You know, you start getting opportunities. People want to help you. People want to work with you. People want to support you. And I see that very clearly with the Knight of Cups here. You know, this is like literally someone showing up, your savior, someone showing up to, you know, protect you, to support you, to help you, to invest in you. You know, this is all very, very good. You know, yes, maybe you had some catastrophe. Yes, maybe you had something that was horrible. But it was not in vain. It was not unpurposeful. You have the Sun card here, which means you're going to come out just fine. You're going to be better than fine, Capricorn. You're going to actually evolve into your next level. You're going to really grow into something new, bigger, better, stronger as a result of that, especially as it relates to your money. You have someone showing up for you. Again, this is the support, the help that you need. Someone is definitely coming through for you in big ways, in wonderful ways. Finally, we have the Five of Swords here. You know, this is, you know, people leaving that really don't need to be involved in your life anyway. You know, Five of Swords is, you know, the other person walking away. You kind of standing your ground and you really deciding that, hey, I've got these boundaries in place and this is how it's going to be. This is what's going to work for me. You know, you take it or you leave it. And sometimes the other person will decide to leave it. But this is no loss on your part because, again, you're clearing the way. You're clearing the path. All of this supports your money mentality, I like to talk about. You know, when you don't have a lot of emotional distractions, I like to call them, it really gives you the clarity of mind to make some solid money moves, to make really productive decisions as it relates to your wealth and to your finances. You know, it's like we're influenced emotionally when it comes to work and money, but when those emotional influences are not good, then sometimes it can carry over into our money life. And I'm here to tell you, Capricorn, that you are going to have some solid emotional influence here, positive emotions, okay, flowing, which is definitely going to support you, like I said, in your money mentality. But let's go ahead and see what else shows up, Capricorn, because it looks like your September is just getting better and better. And I do intuitively feel like this is going to be a huge month of growth for you. So what else do we need to know? Ooh. As it relates to Capricorn, for money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of September 2020. All right. So this is interesting too. We had the Tower here, and now we have the Death card here, also in the reverse. Okay. All right. Strength card in the reverse. This is a card that talks about burnout, being overwhelmed, being overstressed, especially as it relates to work. Be very, very guarded of your energy, Capricorn, especially as we move towards the end of September, because you can very easily get burnt out. You know, sometimes we go overboard too much in our work and we take on too much, okay? So I'm feeling like this is a heads up. This is a warning. Pay attention to your energy. Pay attention to your physical body. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Next, we have the Queen of Swords here. Now, the Queen of Swords, she is the queen of elimination. She is the queen of streamlining things, you know, and taking away what's not necessary. Now, the Queen of Swords also has a very, very dominant energy, okay? When I see her, either one, something is being removed very, very quickly. Now, this is good, bad, whatever. But it's something that's inefficient that is definitely being dealt with and being taken care of. The other thing about her is there's a I want to say meanness, but it's not necessarily coming from a mean place. It's just that she is someone who is all about her right now. And we have to be this way sometimes in our lives. We have to be all about ourselves. We have to be all about our world, okay? It's a very protective energy, and I'm feeling like that's what you're moving into, Capricorn. It's like once we get towards the end of September, you're very protective. You're very guarded about your money, about your time, about your attention. We also have the Death card in reverse. Again, you know, this is very slow changes, but it's very powerful, life-transforming changes. You're going to have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because I feel like these changes are so huge and so monumental that they're kind of unsettling. But just trust the process, okay? Things won't be happening quickly. The Eight of Wands in the reverse talks about things moving probably annoyingly slow, okay? So if things aren't happening, doesn't mean that they won't happen. It just means that things are just moving slowly and probably slower, and you have no control over it. You just got to kind of ride it out. Finally, we got the Two of Cups. When all is said and done, there's going to be a disconnection of some sort. Now, this could be a relationship. It could also be work. It could also be something professionally related. But I feel like this is part of what you need to do in order to get to that next step, in order to kind of free yourself to make more money, to get that raise, to move into the next level or the next layer of your particular business. You're going to have to separate from something or someone. Now, this is not going to be a surprise. I have a feeling like you know what you have to do. And by the time we get towards the end of September, you have the courage and the confidence to do it. And you go ahead and make that move. And it ends up being something that is very beneficial for you in more ways than one, but especially money, okay? Because sometimes we have to cut some things off in order to spare ourselves. And I feel like that's kind of the message I'm getting here for you, Capricorn, as we move throughout the month of September. So overall, September is definitely going to be a month of change and maybe some uncertainty, but when all is said and done, you get very clear about what you have to do and how you have to do it, Capricorn. So that's really, really good. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading, Capricorn, with a magical message from the Fairies Oracle card. Let's see, we got affirmations. To lift up your thoughts and energy, and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. Okay. Maybe this is something that's going to help you this month, Capricorn. Look up some affirmations. Look up some positive mantras, phrases, anything that makes you feel supported and makes you feel good. And just know that affirmations will be your superpower for the month of September. All right, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We will definitely do it all again, Capricorn, next month.